Okay, this is the second video on 2-star strategy, and the point of this video is never give up, because things can go wrong on raids, but especially with 2 stars you can sometimes snag a victory through the most unlikely of circumstances. I've even heard of a victory where all troops wiped out except for a golem. Golem was near the town hall, exploded and took out the town hall, and the person got 2 stars that way. This is a great example of never give up in terms of the 2-star strategy. I think they could have made it easier on themselves. Like, just have a look at this base. You know, again, a lot of bases are doing this right now. Look at free building to minion, maybe free with the bow, but you know, might be free. 3, 4, you know, 5, 6, you know, actually 5 anyway. The archer tower there, probably an archer. 6, 7. But the point is, you know, you go around that base, you'd probably find 15 free buildings. This person probably didn't watch my freebies video, so you'll see no minions, no archers. With all the wall bases going around right now, you're guaranteed to get heaps of percent if you do that. But let's do it the hard way. So what we'll get here is a 4 golem Gowiwi raid, so 24 wizards. It's got a 2/2/3 CC, so we've got 4 witches, 4 golems, and 26 wizards and a couple of barbs. A lightning, a rage, 2 jumps, and a freeze. So this person's going to use the 2 jump strategy. Personally, I don't get this strategy. I know you get spring traps on walls and you can have splash damage, but for me, you know, 3 wall breakers is worth a spell. But people use it at 2 stars a lot, so who can knock it? Anyway, let's have a look at the attack. This is from Aragon. So he drops his jump, drops the second jump all the way through. He'll drop all his golems, and they'll path in. That's the way this strategy works. Then usually you sort of scatter a bunch of wizards at the back, and they clear things out. And then once it's cleared out, you drop your king and your queen behind, so things go straight. And what he does here, I think because the CC kill is going so well, so king going down, he actually uses his king ability to clear the CC, and so he actually doesn't need to use his zap. So at this point the raid's going pretty well with this sort of structure. The golems are still working well as their sort of troop shields. Queen's taking out lots of things. The king's still going, but doesn't. So actually, no, he's got a frozen king in there. So the golem's sort of chugging their way through, knocking out things. Mostly the queen's doing the damage at this stage, and the mistake he makes on this raid is he used his queen ability too early, and look what happens. Queen ability too early, rather than letting the queen run down and under lots of fire in the middle, and then disaster strikes. Boom, 30%, and middle of the base, the town hall protected by lots of things, and he's got a problem. But he's got a zap, so tries that, and somehow half the zap goes outside the town hall. I don't know how that works. The zap's just sort of does random things sometimes to me. But anyway, so still 30%, still at the town hall. Now here's a problem with the 2 golem jump strategy. If you use wall breakers, might have come in here, but what happens is because no wall breakers, everything just guns all the way around. But anyway, so he's dropped a golem, bunch of whiz, dropped his CC, mortars firing away, and cruises through. But this thing, you know, he's still trying at this stage, 30%. You know, the wizards are working their way around the base behind the golem. Golem's taking lots of the fire, as you'd hope. Getting good value from his witches with all those skeletons knocking out those side buildings. The wizards working their way around. And so this trade's 41%. He's looking shot at 50. Now, got enough wizards there, and because he's got his golem taking a lot of the fire, the wizards are actually doing a fair bit of damage. He's losing this, you know, a couple of wizards, but you know, you can see he's snagged the 50 at this stage. You know, he's got enough troops that you can sort of get your way there because the golem's absorbing the fire. Bomb there, took out a couple more. But this is what I love about this raid in terms of never give up. Have a look. So because he's didn't just go for the single star there, dropped them all. You can at the end of this, I think he said this was all planned. So so this is obviously part of his strategy. Loses a witch there, but still got a witch left. And check this out. Witch starts killing the town hall, and 14, 13. Witch takes a bit of fire from the mortar, I think. Half the witch left. but which takes down the Townhall and 2 stars. So great example, never give up, no matter what the situation is in a raid, things can come off, and Aragon, if that's all planned, I'd like to be in your planning team. That was just amazing. Great finish, and 2 stars, can't knock it, got the result.